Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I am here to tell you where to stay located in Mexico City. What are the best neighborhoods, what's the best location, what's the safest place, what's the best place for shopping, staying close to the sites. In short, these are going to be quick, useful, and non-binding tips. So guys, enjoy the video, don't forget to give us that like, subscribe to the channel because that really helps us a lot, and buckle up. Well, Mexico City is one of the largest cities in the world. It's a very rich place in terms of culture, sites, neighborhoods. There are hundreds of neighborhoods. So usually people have a lot of questions. Where do I locate myself to get to know Mexico City? It's not so difficult because there are neighborhoods that are better for tourists, that are close to everything, to most of the tourist attractions, but you have to pay attention to a few points because where the main tourist attractions are, it's not exactly the best area to stay, both in terms of hotels and security. So there are some cool tips that are good to understand before you book your hotel, and we are going to help you understand which is the best location of all, so you don't get lost and you don't have any doubts about where to stay. So without further ado, the main location that everybody says is the center, the heart of Mexico City, and that's where the Plaza de la Constitución is, which is better known as the Zócalo. It's an incredible place that is gigantic, where the demonstrations take place, where people go to the street when they want to demonstrate something about politics, about health, about the country. So it's a very busy and agitated place. It's surrounded by the cathedral, the National Palace, and the Museum of Great Temple. So it's a place that's concentrated really in all the main attractions, most of the attractions. So you're going to be there quite a while. It's a very busy, bustling, even a little bit chaotic area. The word I would use is chaotic, that's what I found. So it's a very busy place. There are many options for lodging there, yes, and cheap ones. If you're looking for very cheap lodging, that are the cheapest hotels. So in terms of economy, that's where most of the hotels are. It's a region that some people choose to stay. It's also an option, but in our opinion, it's a region that's very empty at night. So it's not a very safe place to walk around at night, the hotels are not so nice. If you want a little better hotel to have a little more comfort, we think that there are other regions that are closer to there which are much nicer, but the center is already an option for people who want to save money and be close to everything, and so they end up staying there. It's really cheaper, but we think it's not very worthwhile because of the safety issues. We are very worried about feeling safe, and I think a lot of people do too. So I think there are nicer areas for you to stay. Oh, and people, any questions you may have about anything, any doubt at all about traveling, you can send it to us and we'll be happy to help you. If you want, it's even easier. Add me on Instagram @SpyLorenzi, send me a direct message and I'll help you. And take the time to follow us. We are always traveling around the world, trying to show travel tips in a very nice way and the family routine for little ones that are a blast. And we are in Orlando. This studio is already in our new house in Orlando, so we are showing how the American life is, the Disney parks, all the parks, the food, the shopping. Anyway, it's a very cool content. Check it out and I think you'll like it. Now, the area that we think is the best option to stay is called Reforma, which is the Paseo de la Reforma. It's a huge avenue that connects the center, this center that we just mentioned, with Chapultepec Park, which is the main park in the city. It's a beautiful tourist spot that you have to visit, and it also connects other neighborhoods that are more expensive, which are the most beautiful, safer neighborhoods, which are Polanco, Condesa. There are some very nice options, but this whole region, to make a little easier, I'll show the map here on the screen, which has the downtown area, this region that interconnects and goes to the park, and then the Polanco region on the top. So it's nice that through this map you can have a notion of the best regions for you to stay there, and with the options already in profile. The center is for those who want a very economical option and don't care so much about security and comfort. The area around the Reform sidewalk, which I think is very nice because there are a lot of good hotels. There are many good and cheap hotels, and there are many good and expensive hotels, so you can find a hotel according to your profile. The prices are good and you are close to everything. You're close to the center, you're close to the park, you're close to Polanco, which is very beautiful. You are close to almost all the sides of the city. So in my opinion, this is an excellent area for you to stay. In our opinion, we recommend and we think it's the best and worthwhile. And there was a hotel that we stayed at in Paseo de la Reforma, which is a very nice hotel, very nice, well located, cheap, we liked it very much. I'll leave below in the description of the video the link to it as well, because people always ask me. Take a look, it's an excellent option. If it has a good price on the date of your trip, you can guarantee that we liked it a lot. And there is the region of Polanco, which is up there a little bit further away. It's a much more beautiful place for those who really want to stay in the most beautiful place in Mexico City, a safer place where people have better financial conditions and live there. It's a more upscale neighborhood, more valued, so the whole area is the best area for you to stay. This map that you're seeing on the screen, even to make everybody's life easier, we created a personalized map. I'll leave the link here below. We created it inside a hotel search engine, which is the largest hotel search engine in the world. Surely you know it. It's the one we use to make reservations because it has the largest quantity of hotels, the best prices. We only use it, and there we were able to put together this personalized map. So you click on the video description, which will open this map, then you close the map, put the date of your trip in the searcher, set it to search, and you can open the map again. It will open the same map with the hotels for the date of your trip, which ones are available, what are the prices. It's very easy. Then you can select which are the best hotels, how much the hotels are in each of these 3 regions, and compare them a little bit better. The nice thing is that within this map, this personalized link, we have already put the filters that we use when we search for hotels, which are hotels from 3 stars up, 3, 4, 5, and with guest ratings from 8 to 10. This guarantees that you don't get a hotel that doesn't give a nice service, that doesn't have a good cleanliness, you know, that you don't have any hassles. This doesn't mean expensive hotels. There are very cheap hotels, you will see them pop up, but they have good service, they are attentive, they are clean hotels. So this map helps a lot. It's very good for you to plan your trip. So take a look, do some research, and you will understand the map better. At the point, you will be able to see a lot of things and have a better idea of what Mexico City is like. So this personalized map is just for you who want the best hotels possible. You can guarantee book it because they are all nice. For those who want to stay for a longer period of time, we for example went into quarantine and stayed there for 15 days. There is another place that's also very good that I'll comment on here, but an important tip: if you're going to book a hotel, especially in Mexico City and in this area of the Paseo de la Reforma, which is the most popular of all because it's very good, advanced booking is fundamental. In order to get a good price, a nice hotel, book as soon as possible. The nice thing about this website that we use is that we have free cancellation with almost all the hotels. That's why I like them very much, because we are going to travel somewhere and we already know the dates. I look, I enter, and I see the hotel that has a good price, I book it, because these prices go up very fast in a matter of a week or 2, sometimes a few days. So make a reservation, guarantee the price. If by any chance you need to cancel, change the neighborhood, the date, whatever, it's just a click. It's no bureaucracy at all, no cost. You can cancel entirely for free. So book early because prices really go up very fast. And there is the travel chip, which is the best way to use your cell phone abroad, and there you need to use it. You will use it a lot to move around, use the map, information, talk to people, post to social networks. This chip is very cool. They send an electronic chip in your email. You can activate it and use your cell phone anywhere. And the transportation, there are a lot of people who want to know, but how do I transport myself? How am I going to get around the city? This region is good because you're close to everything. To get from the airport to the city, it will take you about 20 minutes. If there is traffic, about 35 minutes, because Mexico City escapes the peak hours because it's traffic like most big cities, really populated, which is not. There's a lot of traffic. So from the airport to there, it's about 10 kilometers, 20 to 35 minutes, and you can take a cab, a subway, or a bus. When you arrive, I don't really recommend the subway or the bus, even if they are the cheapest option, because you have all your bags, you don't know the place. I find it a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit unsafe to be carrying all that stuff, not knowing where the hotel is, having some trouble trouble getting lost. So in my opinion, when you arrive from the hotel to go to these areas, you take a cab or an Uber, or in my opinion, the best of all, because there is no taxi driver scam. Many taxi drivers unfortunately scam tourists, charge 3 times more, take other routes. It's the question of the transfer. You have already reserved the car for you, he will be there waiting for you, the guy with the name tag. You arrive and he will help you with your luggage, take you to the car, and you will go from the airport to the hotel with all safety and comfort. You will spend a little bit more than if you took a subway or a train. There are buses there, but at least you can get to the hotel, leave your stuff there, and then you can venture out and explore the city better. I'll leave the link here below that everybody always asks me about this kind of thing, so I'll leave the thing here below in the description of the video just for you to take a look and see if you like it, of the websites where we always buy the transfer, which are the transfers from the airport to the hotel and from the hotel to the airport. It's a very good website. You enter, you buy quickly, you guarantee it, and there on the spot you already have someone waiting for you. In the region where we stayed when we did the quarantine, and now that we stayed there for 15 days, we chose the region of Santa Fe. I thought it was incredible, a very beautiful region. We have a couple of friends that lived with us and they moved there. They recommended it because they live there. It's a more business area where people go to work. There are many companies, financial buildings. So these are several buildings that have apartments for rent that are very good, and they are small apartments, nice size, more modern, cheaper, much cheaper than staying in Cancun to do the quarantine that you stay there in the center of Mexico City. It's a very beautiful place, very safe, and has everything. There is a beautiful park called La Mexicana, which is underneath the buildings. There is a huge shopping mall in Santa Fe right on top. We thought it was sensational, really guys. It was very good, very good. I will even leave the map of this region below in the description of the video for you to see. Any building that you get in this region of Santa Fe is cool. I'll also leave the link to the building where we stayed, which is a very nice one. It has a gym, there is a supermarket underneath. It was very easy to stay there. It's a very safe area. It's very different from the center of Mexico, a beautiful area, organized with few people. So for those who want a little more security and tranquility, we found it to be a sensational area. We only think that it's a little bit further away from the center. It will take you 30 or 20 minutes to go downtown and back, and from the airport to there, the first trip will take about 15 minutes. It's a little bit farther, but for those who are going to stay a long time and don't want to be there in the middle of the hustle and bustle of Mexico City, I think it's an excellent option. And down here in the description of the video, I'll leave all the links that I mentioned here, the maps, the hotels. I'll leave the car rental comparator. Anyone who wants to choose to rent a car in Mexico City, which a lot of people rent because of the side of the city and because it's cheap, car rental is very cheap. There is a comparator that compares all car rental companies and finds unbeatable prices. It's the cheapest place we have ever found, and there are two. So take a look below, compare and see which one's cheaper. The travel insurance comparator works the same way, but it finds the best travel insurance for the lowest price for the best insurance companies. It's sensational. Take a look and you will like it too. There is a transfer to go and come back. The place that sells the transfers is the same place that sells the tickets, so you have all the tours, you have the tickets to enter the attractions. Everything you do in Mexico City is cheaper, so we'll leave here below all these websites that helped us a lot to plan our trips, and I am sure they are going to help yours too. It's gonna be amazing. And that's it guys, I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us that like and subscribe to the channel because it really helps us a lot. And be sure to watch the other videos that are very good. The one with all the tips on Mexico City is sensational. I'll leave it up here. It has very important tips. Take a look and you will like it. And here below is the playlist with all the other videos. So thank you very much guys and have a nice trip.